There's a certain kind of heartbreak that doesn't come from a breakup, but from the world watching you fall in love. And Kyle Richards just admitted that the first real spark she felt after ending her 27-year marriage was crushed, not by the person she cared for, but by the noise surrounding them. She says she fell hard, harder than she expected, and yet the moment she tried to protect that connection, the rumors, whispers, and non-stop gossip dragged it to an early end. If you love inside stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to Glance of Fame for the juiciest celebrity updates. Now, everyone wants to know, who is worth risking everything for, and why did the pressure become too much to survive? After nearly 3 decades with Mauricio Umansky, Kyle stepped into a world she hadn't known in years, being single, vulnerable, and unsure of what came next. But instead of rushing into chaos, she quietly found someone who made her feel seen in a way she hadn't felt in a long time. Kyle says she fell hard, and for a woman who spent most of her adult life married, that kind of shift hits differently. This wasn't a rebound, and it wasn't a storyline. It was the first time her heart opened after separating in July 2023. But this rare connection came with one massive catch. The person didn't want the spotlight that followed Kyle everywhere. Kyle didn't keep this relationship private because she wanted to be mysterious. She kept it private because the person she cared about begged her to. On camera, she explained to Erika Jayne, "If someone you genuinely love says, 'Please don't drag me into this world,' what do?" For Kyle, the answer was obvious. You protect them, even if it makes everyone else suspicious. She wasn't hiding because she was guilty. She was hiding because she finally had something gentle in her life, something quiet, and she didn't want to expose it to the sharp teeth of Beverly Hills gossip. But being a real housewife means every secret eventually becomes a target, and Kyle was about to learn that some things are almost impossible to keep safe. The problem with trying to protect something in Beverly Hills is that the moment people sense a secret, they pull out their magnifying glasses. Kyle says she's always tried to be honest, yet every time she stayed quiet to protect this person, fans, blogs, and even her own castmates twisted that silence into evidence. Suddenly, every glance, every Instagram post, every moment she didn't explain became fuel for another theory. Kyle admits she could have handled the chaos. She's lived in the spotlight long enough to survive the noise. But the person she cared for wasn't built for that kind of pressure, and eventually the non-stop speculation became unbearable. According to Kyle, it wasn't the relationship that failed, it was the world surrounding it that slowly chipped away at something fragile until it finally cracked. Of course, fans couldn't help but start guessing who Kyle's mystery romance was. The name on everyone's lips: Morgan Wade. The musician had appeared in Kyle's music video back in 2023, sparking whispers that there was more than friendship between them. Kyle never confirmed anything, but she later admitted she felt guilty for dragging Morgan into the spotlight, saying the attention caused anxiety for both of them. Rumors suggest this closeness may have been the relationship she spoke of, though nothing has been officially confirmed. What's clear is that whoever it was, Kyle's heart was real, the connection was deep, and the fallout from public speculation was something neither of them expected. Even after it ended, fans are still trying to piece together the story, wondering if she truly ever had a chance at love post-Mauricio. Erika Jayne weighed in on Kyle's dilemma, and her perspective sheds light on just how complicated this situation was. She pointed out that Kyle went from nearly 30 years of marriage to unexpectedly falling in love again, but in a world where every move is scrutinized. Being in love but unable to speak about it publicly isn't just frustrating, it's emotionally exhausting. Erika praised Kyle for being honest with herself, calling her more open and vulnerable than ever before. But she also noted the fallout isn't over. Even though the relationship has ended, the questions, gossip, and curiosity will follow Kyle until she addresses it fully. Heartbreak may have ended the romance, but the drama surrounding it is far from finished. Even after heartbreak, Kyle Richards isn't giving up on love. She still dreams of marriage again, saying she genuinely enjoys being married and has no intention of staying single forever. The experience with her first post-Mauricio relationship may have ended painfully, but it also showed her what she wants and what she's willing to protect. Kyle's journey is a reminder that even in the glare of fame, even under the weight of gossip, the heart still hopes. The real question now is whether she will take the next step more carefully, or if fate will throw another whirlwind romance her way. One thing's certain, when Kyle opens her heart again, the world will be watching, and she may finally get the love story she deserves.